The Bilt Mastercard is known for getting points on rent, but now that I'm a proud homeowner now for the last couple months, is this card still worth it in using now that you can't use it for rent? Especially since this card takes up a Chase 524 slot as well. Well, it's that time of the year again, and 1 year has passed since owning the Bilt Mastercard, and we're all asking those same questions on whether it's worth keeping after year one, even with no annual fee. So I'm going to discuss if I still find value with this card, even though I'm not using it for rent, and also some secret and nice perks of the Bilt Mastercard you may not have known about. So stay tuned. So originally I got this card for rent because I was actually a renter for the first 3 months I was here in Georgia, and my rent was about $1,000. So I ended up getting 1x multiplier on that for the first 3 months of my card. As you know, this card is widely known for rent because when you do use it for rent, the card transaction fees for that is being waived. As I mentioned, the multipliers for this Bilt Mastercard is 1x on rent, 2x on travel, and 3x on dining. And very nice, no foreign transaction fees, as you can take this card abroad, especially to Europe, because MasterCards are widely more accepted than Visa and especially American Express. So currently, why do I use this card now? Well, as a proud homeowner, I generally do use this card for my homeowner fees, which is paid biannually, usually the first and second month of the year, and about $600, which helps because I do waive those transaction fees. And currently, before Q2, which Chase kind of disrupted it, because, well, actually Wells Fargo. And because I can use those dining points to transfer partners, I would use the Bilt card in the same way as Chase, as I transfer it to airline partners and hotel partners such as Hyatt, Virgin Atlantic, Air France, and Air Canada. And of course, Bilt even has American Airlines. And of course, we all know that American Airlines is leaving in June, but Alaska will be taking their spot soon right after. Other inventive ways of using this card when I was a proud homeowner was I used it during the Curve Bilt Rent Day hack that I used for 2 months, but I gained a lot of value in points as I basically transferred my dining transactions to Rent to get the 6x multiplier, which was currently nerfed very quickly. And on some of the program features of Bilt, as you know with the Bilt Mastercard, you do get Rent Day, which is nice because the multipliers all double except for the rent multiplier. So your dining 3x would become 6x, and then your travel would be 2 to 4x, and anything that's 1x would become 2x. So that was pretty cool too, and Bilt Rent Day has great promo sometimes, and sometimes it can be lavish, such as the extravagant rent day transfer bonus, which we've seen from Emirates and other airline partners. And it can go as low as the one in April with some of these fitness class things they were doing, which I really did not care about, and I don't think anyone did either. And oh yeah, if you didn't know, Bilt has their own travel portal, and you can actually book travel accommodations, and if you cash out your points, you can actually trash it out at 1.25 cents per point, as I have some examples here, and that's very similar to, I don't know, the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Maybe next time you have Bilt points, you can use the travel portal to book your travel accommodations going forward. And lastly, if you know, Bilt actually has partnered up with points.me, which that sounds familiar because if you are an Amex fan, they also have partnered up with points.me, which is actually an award search tool to help you find flights in minutes, if not seconds. To show you how it works, you need to go to your Bilt tab, go to the travel tab, and under transfer, you basically start looking for your flight details. So under that tab there, you enter your trip information, you hit search, and then it will relegate you to a browser of points.me. Wait about a minute and 30 seconds. It will show all the results from 50 to 100, whatever it is. For my example, I did JFK to London. And then once you pick the flight you want, based on the filters you can categorize it for. So once a new page opens, Bilt will actually show you where you can transfer your points based on the partners it has. And that's as easy as it gets. And you can save time and points on booking a travel you really want to go around the world with Bilt. On that note, let's talk about Bilt Mastercard has a great airline and hotel partners such as American Airlines, Virgin Atlantic, Air France, Emirates, Hawaiian, Hyatt, and IHG, just to name a few. And obviously, I talked about how AA, American Airlines, is leaving in June, and Alaska is going to come take its place. But it's great because Alaska Airlines is a one-world partner. And if you didn't know, they're actually merging with Hawaiian, which is another Bilt partner. So in a way, this move makes sense. And using Hawaiian Airlines and Alaska Airlines is great for domestic and international travel. So Bilt getting Alaska is very important because you actually cannot transfer the Alaska Air miles from any other credit card issuer. So that's a win in the Bilt portion of this travel game. And another thing about Bilt is they have the Bilt dining program, which has been kind of nerfed lately, where you used to get 8 to 10x. You can still get an additional 3x on top of your 3x multiplier, as some examples here. So you need like a 6x on dining, but it's nothing to scream about. But definitely consider if you want to maximize your points on dining with the Bilt Mastercard. So lastly, I do not recall if any no annual fee credit card actually has membership levels, where you can gain status basically by how many points you have in the account. And you could do it in two ways with Bilt. So Bilt Silver status is the next level up, and you either can have 50,000 Bilt points or 10,000 spend with that level. Bilt Gold status is next, and you need about 125,000 Bilt points or about 25,000 qualifying spend. And you somehow reach Bilt Platinum status, which is unbelievable, is 200,000 Bilt points or about 50,000 eligible spending. And based on your status, which is great, you can use this in conjunction with the Bilt Rented Transfer Bonus and get unbelievable value for flights around the world. Another great perk of the Bilt Mastercard is as it has great travel and purchase protection such as trip delay insurance and also trip cancellation perks that really do help for a no annual fee card that I mentioned. It has purchase protection similar to all the great mid-tier travel cards as well. Also, the Bilt Mastercard has car rental protection as well and even cell phone protection as well. So this is a jack of all trades credit card with a $0 annual fee. Wow. So then you're asking yourself, well, so what are the cons of a card that has no annual fee in regards to why I shouldn't get it? Well, one of the biggest things with Bilt is it does not have a sign-up bonus. And let's be honest, that's 95% of the reason why people get a new credit card. And if you don't get a sign-up bonus, that really, really does suck. Well, I do know some target individuals. I didn't get it, but when you get the Bilt Mastercard initially, you do get a 5-day 5x bonus on your first couple purchases, which does not include rent. That's something to consider as well, but nothing compared to a great sign-up bonus such as an American Express Gold Card. So another reason to consider is that the multipliers for the Bilt Mastercard are pretty subpar, to be honest, as you can get better value for its multipliers from the American Express Green Card, which is a true travel card, and 3x across the board, whereas you only get 2x on travel for a card like the Bilt. I don't know. And oh yeah, I also forgot too that for the points to work on, if you're going to use it for rent, you need to make at least 5 transactions per month for the billing cycle. And if you do not, you won't get the points from rent, and you'll get a minimum of about 250 points if you don't get those 5 transactions for that monthly cycle. And the biggest question, do I think the card is worth it if you're not using it for rent? With everything I've mentioned, I do believe it is based on a specific situation. For me, using it as a Chase replacement makes sense. It has very strong airline wholesale partners such as Air France, IHG, and Hyatt. And with American Airlines and Alaska Air coming in strong, I don't know why you wouldn't consider the Bilt Mastercard even if you don't rent. To me, it's basically like the Chase Sapphire preferred clone. Otherwise, that's all I got. What do you all think about my 1-year review on the Bilt Mastercard? Having it as now a proud homeowner and not using it for rent, is it worth it having, knowing that it could take up a Chase 524 slot? Let me know in the comments below if this card is worth having going forward in your credit card lineup. As I say in all my videos, life is short. Travel more, everyone.